and this is mirror.co.uk.
So how were you put together then? Were you manufactured or did you all know each other before?
Well, we knew each other beforehand, didn't we? We were in S Club Juniors together, and then there were auditions for the band, yeah, and like we all kind of found out.
Tell me, baby, in the night, do you think of me? When you open up your eyes, am I there?
And the single samples Yazoo, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't suppose you remember.
My dad does know.
So do I. I hadn't heard it until like literally I went round our family friends for dinner the other day, and he was like, "Oh, I love the original." And I was like, "I haven't heard it. That is so bad." So we put it on YouTube, and it's awesome. It's so good.
Yeah,
I'm like
really
not
good.
surprised that everyone's like, "Oh, it's got the YouTube in it," and it's really good. So I'm quite proud that we have that on our single.
Are you picturing me lying across your bed? Are you thinking you were wrong to hurt me?
So the album then, when's the album due out?
Hopefully October. You know, well, fingers crossed, but you never really know. We've got another single before the album, but we're so excited about the album coming out. It's like our little baby. We've been
Such a good album,
it
it really
and
is.
we've also worked with Rihanna's producers, so we're just so proud of it. We want everyone to hear it.
And it's kind of like we, as a band, because everything's so new to us, like obviously we kind of write in our own time as well, but for this album we kind of wanted to get it put out there and find our sound as a group first of all. So now we've got that. Second album,
If this is love, then I don't wanna know what is. I won't say another word. If this is love, then
And you've been supporting Girls Aloud on tour as well.
Yeah.
So how did that come about?
Amazing. Like that was one of the first things as we were put together as a group. That was the first thing that we knew we were going to do, and it was like such a good opportunity for us because not many bands even get to play like the O2 and places like that. It was just amazing.
They were so nice to us. Yeah, like the first night before our show, they came into our dressing room and were like, "Oh, we remember when we were doing this," because we were all in there doing our hair, like running around crazy, doing our makeup, and they were like, "We remember this."
Yeah.
So they were really nice. And Kimberly came over, like on the last night of the arena tour, and said, "If you ever need any advice, then you know, give me a call." So
stuff like that really.
Did you get to go out with them at all?
Then we had a couple of parties, yeah.
Obviously Cheryl was going through quite a difficult time while she's been on tour. How does she seem to be coping?
She never let it show.
No.
Ever.
She looks so good as well. It's like she's one of those
Yeah.
people like that you see in person, and she's even better looking than.
Yeah.
We
She's
were
beautiful,
hoping like
she
maybe if we see them without makeup, they
Yeah.
won't look as hot. But
they look hot all the time.
I hear that US gossip columnist Perez Hilton's a big fan of yours.
How really weird.
That is
We
so
couldn't
cool.
believe it, could we?
No.
We were all on like our Blackberries and sidekicks. Well, me and my sidekick.
Yeah.
We were in the car like trying to go on the internet and like we didn't even know. How did you find out? Una found out.
Yeah, I
first,
found
didn't
I
you?
was, well, no, because I read it. It was on our forums. We've got like fans who find out stuff before we find it out. And
So
it was
funny.
posted up going, Perez Hilton has featured the girls on his website. So I went on to his perezhilton.com, and when I read it out then, it said, "These girls," he said he had a hangover, and he said it was the perfect hangover cure.
It's so unlike him to big people up. He could be really like, you know, he's kind of known as the bitchy one in like the industry, and it's good for people to read. And we were just like, oh God, what has he said about us? And it was so positive, and we just like so overwhelmed that we've had just such good feedback from so many people.
Have you got a message for him?
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, Perez.
Look out for the next single.
Yeah.